Welcome to the StiGMaToPiA auction house tutorial video. So this mod basically allows you players to trade between each other and sell items. So how this works is you basically look at your engrams, and at level 1 you have all the auction house items listed. So they're all available at level 1 and they're pretty cheap. Some fiber, hide, thatch, and wood. There's usually two variants, I believe, for pretty much every type of structure. So, for example, the Stockman and the Stockman Minimal are the same thing. The Hatchery and the Hatchery Minimal is the same thing. Down here you have three auctioneers. So the auctioneer with a tent, a wagon, and the Minimal. These are the same thing. You got the transporter. There's only one transporter and there's only one mailbox. There's also a manifest, which I won't explain in this video because I've actually never used it. We don't really need it, but if you want to figure that out, that's up to you. That's really cool. So I have these structures already placed here on the hub. So the hub, there will be a separate video explaining the hub map completely, but for this video we're going to focus mainly on the auction house. So this is the minimal auctioneer. Over here we have the exchanger. Here we have the hatchery. Here there's another version of the auctioneer, so it's the same as the one on the other side, just it's in the tent form. Over here we have the Stockman, a mailbox. There's multiple mailboxes. Almost every corner I have a mailbox set up. And then you got the transporter right here as well. So how this works is you need coins. So in the starter pack and the daily pack in the shop, so if you go in the kits here, the starter points, you get some gold coins, and in your daily login rewards, you also get some coins. So you get some silver coins. And let's just say you want additional coins. So what you get in those packs aren't necessarily a lot of coins. So if you want to do big trades for valuable items or dinos, you might need more coins. So you press F2, and in the items you can search coin, and you have two types of coins that you can buy, so gold and platinum. And if you go in the sell tab at the top, you're able to sell gold and platinum back to the store. So you can buy coins from the store and then you can sell them back to the store. And one gold coin is 1 point, one shop point. So these points that you have at the top right in the shop. So I could basically buy 2,400 gold coins. And the platinum coins are equal to 100 gold coins. So they allow bigger transactions with a little less coins. We could just use gold coins if we wanted to. So I already have some coins in my inventory. I have some silver coins and I have some gold coins. So the auction house requires copper coins. So to get the copper coins, which aren't available in the shop to buy or sell, you have to use the exchanger to get the copper coins. So this is the exchanger here. So we could drop some silver coins into the exchanger and then we could just craft some copper coins. So I got a bunch of copper coins. I don't need that many. Once I got some copper coins, I can then use the different stations. So this station here, so the auctioneer, which there's three different variants, we can sell items. So there's one item listed that I posted earlier while testing. Let's just post a new item. So you click up here at the top right, create auction, and basically this first drop down will show all the items that you currently have in your inventory that you can sell. Some of these items you can't actually list in this specific auction house. So this auction house only accepts items. So if I look at my inventory, you see I got this soul trap with a Ravager. I got this RG. They don't work in the auction house. They don't work in this specific auction house. To sell dinos, there's a different, we'll get to that in a few minutes, but just so you understand that some items will not work. If I try to take, where is it, primitive Ravager, so the male Argent, so that's the soul trap for the Argentavis. The second item here is what you want. So you could say you want gunpowder. You don't necessarily need to accept coins. So if you want to accept a bunch of gunpowder, a bunch of metal for a specific trade, you could do that. But the example here, we're going to use coins. So we're going to use gold coins. There's a starting bid amount and then there's a buyout amount. So the buyout amount is basically buying the item right away. And the starting bid is the minimum amount you'll accept. So let's just say this Argent, minimum is 100 gold coins, and let's say the buyout is 1,000. And now we're going to say that the duration is 14 days. So how this works is players are going to have 14 days to bid on this item. If someone decides to pay for 1,000 gold coins, they're going to take it right away. They're not going to have to wait the 14 days. They're going to take it right away, and it's going to be purchased to them. But if you use the bid amount, they can go ahead and bid 100 coins, and if no one outbids them, they're going to get it. But they have to wait the 14 days and wait if no one else bids a higher amount. So that's basically how this works, the minimum amount and the max amount. You can make this a lot closer. Let's say you want 900. You want to make sure that no one's going to bid a low amount. You're going to get at least 900 for this item. And like I said, we can't sell an item, so I'm going to create an auction and we get an error. It's going to say that it needs to be repaired, but a soul trap can't be repaired. So let's just change this item to something that actually is sellable. So let's sell this long neck rifle, for example. We're going to leave all the rest the same, create auction, and there we go. The auction has been created. So if we go back to the auctioneer, now we're going to see that the long neck is here, 900 coins for the minimum bid and 1,000 for the buyout. You can also click down here and you can see what are your current active auctions. I believe you can cancel them if you wish to cancel them from this tab down here at the bottom, my auctions. And then my bids are if you bid on a bunch of items that you haven't won yet, that you're waiting to see if you're the highest bid, you'll see a list here. I don't have any of those right now. But that's basically how you list an item. Unfortunately, I can't buy my own items, so if I hit the buy now, that's basically saying I'm accepting the 1,000 gold coins to instantly take this. So if I hit it, it's going to say I don't have enough gold coins. I don't actually have 1,000 gold coins. I only have 130. But if I did, it would tell me you can't buy your own auction. It won't let me buy my own auction. But let's just say it did work. I bought the item. You would need to then go to the mailbox and claim the item that you bought. So the person buying the item would get the long neck in the auction house, and the person selling the long neck would go to the mailbox to collect his coins from selling that specific item. So you need to use the mailbox for collecting your goods. That's pretty much it for items. The next one that's important is the Stockman. So if you go to the Stockman, he has a separate inventory. If you look at the inventory, there's no items in here. This is because this is specifically for dinos. You can only buy and sell dinos. So to get a dino in the Stockman, you need to have this transporter panel here. So if I go to the Stockman and I go to create an auction, you'll see it doesn't detect any items here at all. So how to make it detect, I got this dino here on standby. So let's walk him over to the platform. Then you go to the Stockman, you go create auction, and now he detects the Argentavis. So it's exactly like the item. I won't go through the whole process, but you could choose to accept whatever payment method, what's the minimum amount, what's the buyout amount, and for dinos it's maximum and minimum 5 days. You can't put up to 14 days. I don't know why, but this is how this mod works. You can't change the amount of days for this. So once you hit the create auction, I won't do it for, well actually I could. Let's just go ahead and do it. So gold coins, we're going to want a minimum of 100, a maximum of 500, and create auction. And you're going to see, there goes the RG. I believe he had a saddle, so the saddle was left behind. It doesn't, you can't have anything in the inventory, no saddle. So now if I go to the Stockman and look, there's an Argentavis available, and you can get all the stats for that RG that was uploaded. If the auction expires, so if no one buys it in the 5 days, well, then it'll be mailed to you. So you'll have to come and pick it up in the mailbox. Last important item for the auction house is this here, the hatchery. So the hatchery is for fertilized eggs. So if you want to sell fertilized eggs, you go create auction and whatever fertilized eggs you have on you. So I have a featherlight fertilized egg. So if you look at my inventory, right here, so featherlight, and just like the other two, you choose it. You choose what method you want to get. So I want gold coins. I want, once again, 100. This will be cheaper, only 200 to buy out. The duration, the eggs were out to put up to 14 days. So create auction. So now if you look at your inventory, that featherlight egg is gone. And if I look at here, the egg is now for sale on the auction house. And that's pretty much how the auction house works. It's fairly simple. You can use this to make trades across maps. So you're on the island, you're trading with someone on Genesis. They don't need to come and meet up with you. They just have to craft these stations on their map, and they can go get the item that you posted. So you don't have to be scared of being scammed in any way. The auction house protects you from being scammed. And once you've collected your coins from the mailbox, let's just say there's a bunch of coins, then you just press F2 to go to the shop, and you go to the sell, and then you could just sell your coins. If you don't want to keep those coins, you just want to keep them as shop currency. So I can sell whatever amount of coins. I didn't have 200, but you guys get the point. That's pretty much it. That's all there is to the auction house. There's going to be another video coming out soon that'll showcase the hub map and showing all the details about the hub. So make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for other videos. There might be more as well, but for now, that's that. So have a good one. Thanks, guys.